wow, surprise. Okay. Wow, as per the title, it's like, it's a very weird man-child crooks dynamic. Where do I even begin? Oh, but look at this is how normal, hairlines are like, right? This is how normal hairlines are. Anyways, I noticed time and time again, it's like, wow, during certain people's live stream, it's like, during certain people's live stream, it's just, every time it's like, oh, I'm onto something, and then it's like, pops in someone. It's like, there's a bunch hanging out, or like lurking and whatnot. They go and call someone, they go call for mama, like the way, certain idiots that are like toxic suit your man-childs that, suit you. Goes to call for like, call for the mama, call for, Mama Daisy or something. Call for mama. Mama Kamala. But yeah, they go and call for mama to, come in to like handle me or something. It's like, wow. Anyways, here's the thing. The shit comes out at it again. It's like they're using the exact, not exact same method, but selective contacts, and then it's like very, very, very hating of like admitting something that, admitting awareness or knowledge of exactly, the sort of criminality that they're doing. So like identity thieves will not claim like with the whole passport thingy. They will never ever claim that this thing can be used by identity thieves to blah blah blah. Even though it's like such an easy answer, right? They don't want to use that because that would just like give awareness that it's something that bad people do, right? And so like this time it's like it's the same stupid formula only applied to scamming. You get it? Oh my god. You know how much trouble they're causing people? Seriously. Like, wow, when I received the delivery from Natural Signature, my god, I tell you, the cargo person was like, he seemed so stressed out, he was like this, like that, and he keeps repeating this one, and it's like, so incredibly stressed out during the whole process. It's like they were supposed to be the one to receive it, and then it's like this and that. It's like, oh my god, it's like uncollected. Like the delivery person was actually told, like, and it's actually JMT cargo, not Ninja Van. It's like, wow, the delivery person was so stressing out, saying that they were supposed to receive it, and then they were told that next week they will like collect it and whatnot, and then it's like, oh, what a mess. It's like, wow, that one saves the stress. I'm like, okay, that's kind of fun, but I guess apparently that is some sort of nonsense going on, and honestly, no, seriously, is it actually a rain that is like right. Oh my god, it's a good cousin of mine actually, like, I don't know, having several rings cooked at once. No, seriously, I tell you, each arm have one female, also like no problem like that one, not in the sense of like, how easily that one's infidel was more of like just like, I guess confidence, or more of like, how willing females are like willing to just like, be like one of those instead of like a one-on-one thing. But like, no, seriously, how willing females are willing to actually, despite all of it, I don't think Valve is like any of the thing, but just like, wow, it's just, something. I don't know. Is it getting weirder and weirder? Yeah, okay. Oh, come on. Freaking notification. 16. Please confirm your address online within 24 hours. Yes, totally. If you're a legit delivery company, you totally give only 24 hours. Totally, blah blah blah, this thing. Reply with Y and reopen the text message to activate the link or copy the link directly into your browser. What would people think? For sure. Phishing, right? Oh my god. Maybe the crews were hoping that I'll be dead by now, or like actually kidnapped or something, and then just like they wanna do things, especially like with the whole stupid nonsense Tanner thingy. Oh my god, Tanner fucking piece of shit. Go to hell, Tanner. I hate you. Ew, disgusting. Ugh. What the hell are the idiots thinking? What kind of culture are they even perpetrating, Who are the ones that started that fad and then just like, it is totally okay to, have females fall in love with those who would actually drop them and whatnot. Like, sure, provide with a document, nobody knows what even is in the content, if it's like actually, it has the actual like blue black pillar in it, or is it just a scapegoat victim, a tiger or something in it? Like, nobody knows, and yet there's no confirmation, and yet people are like, sure, totally, as if females should totally, go with whoever is like, in the business of dragging other people, and even committing murder. If all of these messages we can show, the time. But I'm sure whoever's involved can, what. What they do know is like they did mention earlier, it's the JMP one. Blah blah blah. Right. It is like immediately after this message that I received the very suspicious SMS that's like very like phishing scam thing. Blah blah blah. It's like I ignored what? But then they finally replied I don't know, was it yesterday, during the time I'm just like so, sickly and whatnot. Apologize that we have this, that, blah, blah, blah. No, sure, let's move to WhatsApp. from, it's like really intentionally choose when people are not around, and so it'll just end up looking like this. So it looks like they're actually, somehow doing things, without prompting and whatnot, and somehow it just like, it has the tendency to seem like, the shop is not the one at fault. It's like, even, this is a check mark. Yeah, this is the, if it opens out that, like iPhone pattern is like that. And then it's like, Due to the has already been processed and handed over the blah 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 technicalities, I guess. Is it real or is it not real? Who the hell knows? They say blah blah blah. They're denying responsibility. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. You see, like, look at us, we're so charitable. Thank you, thank you, Here's a tracking ID, yeah? Okay, with the yeah. Right, guys. Oh boy. This is spam. Why don't they just say this is scam? Like, I don't get it. Why don't they just say this is scam? It's like, well, I guess Ninja Van is in the business of, despite being, the Malaysia branch or whatever shit, I don't know if they have Philippine branches or whatnot, but like, despite being in Malaysia, they have like Malaysia branch, and like, who the hell knows how huge network. Somehow they got people that, uses like, I guess, wait, it's a Philippine number, I'm not sure. +63 is a Philippine country code to do nonsense and whatnot. And suddenly the Pinoy chat live stream was like, actually makes sense, huh? After I mentioned the red herring thing, wait, did that happen before or after? After I mentioned that one, and then came the Pinoy chat live stream, is that it? I don't know, and then just like... No, seriously, I'm so curious. What was the latest, like, so-called? I guess maybe it was just another, like, they tried to concoct a whole kidnapping story thingy or something, or another thingy, because they're hoping that, with me and my most recent purchases, I'll actually, be broke or something. Only, it's just like their plans got put into, the moment I show exactly how much I have in my rate packs, which I haven't, like, banked into my bank account, which I actually still have quite some leftovers, as in, like, more than what the total of, like, the 2 rate packets thing. I still have more in my bank account. Totally, more than, 2 rate packets total up together. So... maybe they do want to say that, she got depressed and, like, tossed herself, jumped into the river nearby and, like, disappeared completely. Nobody to be found. And then meanwhile, they're just like, maybe they're just looking to, have, like, go through, illegally park somewhere here just to, kidnap me or something. I mean, yes, we actually do stay, rather close. It might seem close to the ocean, but what if it's really not that close? Especially given how there's just like maybe not not much, proper roads and whatnot, and so it's just, and like, it's so flat field. It's like the bushes aren't tall, and then like, it's muddy. It's like, wow, mud tracks, mud tracks, river, mud tracks. Honestly, if they actually come to kidnap me or something, will they end up coming to my place, or will they go to do they want? Are they trying to get an extraction? Are they trying to do an extraction, or are they trying to do a kidnapping, or are they trying to do both at the same time? How are they supposed to, move people past the guard, and whatnot? It's like, maybe they plan to, squeeze through, like, this gated community has, like, holes in, like, the half walls, which might seem like, people could squeeze through it, but, like, honestly, especially for people with a big head, or, well, crooks that have, like, huge belly, yeah, I feel like maybe kids. I think kids could make it through the whole. Maybe not. I don't know. But I don't really know what the plan is. So seriously, are they trying to, scapegoat my good cousin or something? or scapegoat Insim or something? Or they actually do want to run the suicide thing because I totally ran out of money, and my mom is actually one of those very cruel and cold-hearted person. Not real, by the way. Imagine people actually do stupid short remixing to take things out of context and make it seem like I'm actually condemning my mom. Not true. Nah, she's like this, that, but in the end, she's an Asian mom. in the end, she can say whatever, but then in the end, it's just like, campaigner is like so hard. Like me with her also just like, yeah. And she also like is many times also actually in the end it's like more of like, yeah. It's like, I'm simply just like, it's because of like, wow, the weakness, and I'm just like too exhausted to say shit sometimes. It's like, my God. It's just like, she's not evil. She is not evil. She definitely won't like actually ignore me, like that. Like just like actually give like 0-0. Even though she thankfully, this is like, but then, in the end, it won't allow it to go on because of me. Also, I don't think, the shop will ever be close to bankruptcy, so. I know, seriously, wow. It's like phishing scammers, they actually worm their way through into this or that shit, really. Or do they want to say that, they're just being good customer service, not trying to, stress people out, and so like, they actually, pretend to be dumb as little shit freaks, and then just like say nonsense. Oh, this is just spam, it's not phishing scam, it's just spam, just ignore it. Or do they want to say, they actually somehow do a typo, where C and P R is like a bit far, so, or they want to claim, they're actually people who is like, they're handless people, and they're only like, doing customer service via, mouth, and then it's like, this is scam. Wait, actually scam and spam also sounds a bit very different. Can Google Translate even, make a mistake? Yeah, honestly, I really don't get it. Why would customer service be so, obviously lying? sometimes they didn't try. Ugh. And then again, following the same formula. No, it's like, they just like, don't say the real. Don't say the real vibration, they're probably eating on the bed again, right? Do not claim awareness that this is a crime or something. Framing is a crime, scamming is a crime. Framing is a crime, scamming is a crime. Let's spread awareness on like this or that thing. This thing exists, that thing exists, This thing is so annoying, it actually exists, Look at this, look at that. It's so obviously fake. Y'all actually believe that, those lights can be real. This thing is real. Y'all get it. Wow, I tell you, wow, the shit tons of rate, like in February. Oh. How much do they actually hate, the deepfake lights thing? Wow. Bright lights, report, right. They just absolutely hate, proof that, oh my god, they are now finally very super aware that, deepfake exists. It's not even real, is it? Dun, dun, dun. The One Piece exists. Go call your mama, right? Manchild crooks. Oh my goodness. Sometimes they just gonna, something happens, drags on for long enough, and they go and call their mama. Mama. You should just follow the Walking Dead, progression. Let's see. Isn't season 3? Yeah, they're more or less around the same time, right? The bunch of new characters. Only way is time for that with zombie, right? Oh, I guess, the young ones are still young and they did not have enough time spent as an adult, did not have enough time exposed to, opium and whatnot, blah, 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 and so, like, they did not end up being a zombie early on, so, but then already showing signs of just like, getting infected by the, opium fungi, the zombie fungus, it's like the best shit in the effing world, right, and then like, totally believe those, and they're so, I guess they're technically, seemingly just there to always be very empty, how? Oh my god. They ran all the way to find me Mama Sounds better. Boom boom boom. Danger. They have to keep up appearances, right? Because previously, the message was already like, oh, it was already been delivered, yeah. But then like, I did not receive any message. No, I did not receive the second one. So, no. Or did I want to say it actually got delivered all the way right now? And then like, I thought that's stupid phishing stuff. But nah. When they deliver, like, stuff, they put it out there. Where the bird food are. No, seriously, like, because they're not delivering perishables, right? So, they don't take it away to the next location and whatnot. And so it's like, with non-perishable stuff, it's just always just feel for them. This is a reminder to like, if one has like one of those like those structures that like there's a large enough surface area at the top and there's the freaking land there, and it's like flat surface and also flat surface. Make sure that rain can access them or something. Make sure rain can access them. Otherwise, it's like, well, actually, technically, those places are still exposed to, rain. Whenever it rains, it's just. I don't know why the bird poop sticks over there or something. Wait. Okay, so how often actually do like American politicians or like whatever or even parties or whatever shit, they actually like making a living overseas? Well, actually overseas, but like they establish like I guess production factory thingy sort. Not really. I mean, the Middle East is like opium farms and whatnot, and then like here is like there's like attempted drug trafficking or even money laundering at one point or something, and then now is it like wow, are they actually into the normal scam thingy? Or is it actually espionage, just like clandestine operations and whatnot, blah 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 blah, or actually scams? You wanna do it all? Opium trade, blah blah blah, this is that. Harvesting tribes? You know that we think about it, like, They want more inflow, right? It's just like, do they not have anything desirable to the rest of the world? Honestly, the only American product that I tend to consume would actually be about showbiz stuff. It's like, wow, good movies are like amazing to watch. Good TV series, amazing to watch. But then, the decline since how long? The thing is also read nicely. I regret to inform you that the label on the order is damaged. We are unaware of its location. So is the label that is damaged, and then somehow they are also unaware of like its location, as in, do they mean they are not aware of like the label's location or like the parcel's location, as in the label itself is missing or the package is the package is missing. The temporarily hold the dispatch of your order. Please confirm your address online within 24 hours. Wow, is that actually common procedure? I feel like, when this thing happens, it's like, what they would do is like actually contact, the shipper and say label damage, and then just like send that, and then just like wait for like, new label printed or whatever shit, blah blah blah, and then just like, and then they'll do the delivery again. And then like, the cost will be back by, the delivery side, because, is like when they receive, they're supposed to make sure that the label is like correct, right? Like when delivery people receive a parcel, they're supposed to make sure they're supposed to make sure that the label is correct and whatnot. I feel like this is yet again another thing where like they sort of like, you know, the crooks and scammers, they sort of just like misjudge exactly what sort of thing has to be common sense to people around here, but then like they don't, as in like, you didn't want to do like say like I see scam when like signing for like this or that thing, it's just, you know. It's just, you know, why bother, right? It's just like it's like no, seriously, the IC actually the last 4 digits are the stuff that is like harder to collect. No, last three digits are the ones that are harder to collect, because, you know, the first portion really just, you know, good thing. The middle portion is like the state, seriously, state. And then like the last portion, the first one is probably 5, and then like just the last 3 digits. There's just like a formula involved, and then like, so like, it makes it so hard to, you know, give like fake, you know, actually claiming to be like this one or that one, faking like IC number or whatever shit. Is like, and so they actually overlook something, and I'm like, wait, how the hell does American system work? Is it something similar, or is it just like some random ass number or something? I don't even. Honestly, there should be a lot actually around there. I just don't know why somehow I actually with, you know, structures like that, it actually makes things easier to do. Like seriously, you know, those pretending to be, you know, actual Malaysian citizens and whatnot, just like, okay, just tell us your real birthday, you know, and like where you're born, and then just put in first portion, they put in the second portion, and then, you know, they can just like search and whatnot, and like let's see what's the hit and whatnot. That's not exist. But in the end, it's like, you know, all this sort of like ID thingy is just like, wow, you wanna fake it? Okay. Yeah. First there is the chip thingy, and then just like, they just put some random IC number, and then just like, okay, just show us your IC, show the number, you know, on the proper IC card. I feel like, wait, what was that previously saying? It was like some sort of weird ass, you know. Is that sort of scam where just like, only those who are just like, oh my god, they just keep trying to work their way through, and then in the end it just ended up being like very, looking at only a specific context or something. No. It was so weird. I really can't remember what thing I was mentioning again. Sorry. Oh yeah, it was like, I think it was like, the number, like how high does it go, how low does it go? You know, the irony that actually going low actually is probably the same. people from outstation. And people from outstations people from outstations I see number, like the middle portion is white. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I guess it's like, foreigners who don't know how, the local IC's numbering system works. Is like, they'll probably make that blunder. They just like, they say some random shit and then some random shit and then some random shit. or like, do you remember? Please tell me your IC number. And then they'll be like, no, I don't remember my IC number. Okay, can you please tell me your first portion of the IC number? At least the first portion. No, I don't remember the first portion of my IC number. No. I don't remember any of it at all. Like, you don't remember your birthday? Is that ever possible? Especially like, because a birthday is like, is part of the first portion of the IC, and IC is like used with so many different things. Oh my god, you wanna register your membership, blah blah blah. Just like IC, okay, maybe not, but maybe less. I don't know, but just like there are so many things. Trying to register to like study for like driving, and then it's like, yes, I see this is like non-negotiable, but also like open bank account. I see, the important stuff tends to like be like I see. The realization of, just like the fact that, it's like the first version thing is actually, it's always birthday. That thing in and on itself already like cause a massive amounts of humiliation to like overseas crooks, to espionage like spies from foreign countries, already massive humiliation. And then they try to spread it. Or every time something as, humiliating like that happens, do they actually go, wait, no, don't rush into it, don't be hasty, just think about it. If that's not what will happen to us, what if they go down that path, instead of like spreading the word, they go down the path of like, cover up. And you know what? Maybe that's why, that they actually dragged on for so long. It's like, what if, like, the oldest foreign spy that, ran away to prison because of, that stupid IC thing, actually, it happened, it was like, the arrest happened back in 1973 or something. It happened in 1973, and then it was like, wow, somehow it's still continuing to this day. Because, most who are just like involved with the mistake, involved in committing that mistake, actually, I'm not even talking about like ethically mistake or morally is a mistake. It's like actually a mistake. And then it's like they do the cover up, and that's why that those that until today they're still also like that those are still making that mistake. And then the ones involved they attempt cover up. Oh no, it's like the spread out. But come on. Come on. Are you supposed to believe that? No, seriously. Come on. I'm they trained in being, vexatious little shit and whatnot. They want to do it. It's like, okay, we understand. Or like, no, I don't know. Like, they do that thing of like, oh, let the other person be, give them what they want, and then suddenly just like come back with a reversal and just like a slap into their face. Like, the first version of my essay is like, oh, I remember now. It's like, but then like, no, it's so stupid to begin with. Like, really, you're actually gonna have that much difficulty in figuring that thing out, seriously, in trying to remember this or that shit, really, and especially if we check your Instagram and it shows like so many, wow, you spent your birthday doing this, you spent your birthday doing that. Wow, this is this year's birthday, right? Wow, you were doing this, that, and it's not that long ago. It's like, oh my goodness, look at this. Isn't this you, celebrating your birthday? Just like, wow, and there's like the views playing in the background or something somehow. I kind of like that. So you, fine, whatever. Sure. Anyways, the formula is just so everywhere. Everywhere. Pretend to be blind. I feel it in my chat. This one, that one. Yeah, honestly, previously just like totally seemed like just spot, but then like after a while, it's like, oh, they actually are human, and they're like, once again, one of those who just like, wow, they cannot be bothered to, I totally think things through nicely. Or I actually, look at reality or something. They should not have said that it's a spam. Unless they actually are Malaysians that are that stupid. And that's why they want to do a mix of, like, broken English? It's not even the normal broken English. It's not even, Malaysian broken English. That broken English just condescending and it's like, wow. Are there those who actually think that Malaysia's broken English is like that? Maybe it is. What if it is? Dun dun dun. You know what? If they're like as old as like my parents, then I will believe it. Yes. No, I'm not kidding. If they're as old as my parents, then usually no. There's just like certain words are just like oh. But in the end, like the generation is like. They're really like, oh yeah, you know how dangerous online is these days. It's like all sorts of words, like all sorts of like examples of how dangerous online can be. You have less than 24 hours. Alright. You must reply within 24 hours. No, they change it to please reply within. Alright, wait, no, do they actually say you have to? Please confirm your address online. Please confirm. No, please reply. Please confirm your address online within 24 hours. But like, honestly, what even is the point, What is the point of like, something after the, it's like, is it trying to find proof of like, how I fall for phishing websites and that's how, this one or that thing got leaked to like this one or that merchant or whatever shit and that's how, my info was like sold somehow. It's like, huh? There is no way, right? It's like, around the fuck, right? You wanna stick with others or something? I don't know. This oddly, you know what? Never mind. Where are you, Toy? Oh my god. Nah. Neither side that is like frequently, visitor they would want it out or something. They want to be the one to take the, heat for that. Or something. But then like what does any of it matter? I'm so curious how that thing is like really or something. Fine, whatever. Is it just party revenge thingy? They want to find proof of me being an idiot or something. No? gather whatever tools we can gather first, and then we'll think about the application later. But then it's not so many things is unapplicable, but then the methods used to acquire those so-called tools and whatnot is so not criminal, and it just ends up raking up, the criminalities and whatnot. Anyways, why does it seem like there are certain I don't know, I just saw a power shot and then it's why does it look it is just of an original one that's much bigger or something. So is that actually I don't know, whoever the credit is to is well, does it actually just only have that small thing or something? So does that mean there's a plagiarized content or something? And what are they trying to say because the idea, the title of our share, the idea of it is help helps even when they did not ask for it, did not ask for help, and then it's meanwhile that's somewhere far away, it's not far away, but elsewhere, it's I did not ask this person or that person for help, and yet why this one, why is he doing this or that or blah 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 helping, and then if he did not ask me directly for help, then what blah blah blah, why am I doing this or that for him or whatever shit, and then it's come on, sometimes it's just interest online, is it sort of, or just power, I guess. The last thing is just oh, seems like you're in trouble. Power, something like that. Yeah, and then just if they make, if there are those who actually, they claim to having put a shit ton of effort into creating content that is actually all about, that concept, and then still they try to build a case on how there must be something going on with really it's they didn't ask each other and yet they're helping each other. How the hell is that possible? And that's sort of nonsense, and then just taboo. No? Of course I'm suspicious. They're totally in contact with one another, and that's why I totally hide them both. All that crap to justify your stupid happy nonsense. And I don't know. Hello, pass up town. made of wood. Wow. It's very, very too coincidental. Oh my god, a man just going to run to look for help from Mama again. Mama. Oh, actually the dynamics I was thinking of is that, wow, there's like the mama, and then like there's the man-child, and then like the man-child each have like, I don't know how many cats they have. Pan pan. And then it's like, no, it's actually they themselves being like that. They're actually going to the front line themselves. Do we not have pan pan? Did pan pan so die? You know, the female pan pan so die already or what? Yeah, because seriously, it's not like, that the thing can just like be removed and then like they can somehow survive, right? The ground zero of infection. Especially with like, the more the number of like pathogens, the truer that is, I guess. So if there's anyone who is actually like very, 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 very infected with various STIs, it's like, and yet is still alive after like how many years, and then that's just like, and it's like incurable STI, then would that mean that they're actually male? And all they need to do is like just let the thing drop off or something, or actually go and off the thing. Why do they worry? I mean, just think about it. If this is the peak time timeline, that means there is one specific country where everyone are crooks and criminals and felons, or something like that. Everyone. Is a peak time radio or something? It's like, the thing is that they're in a land where, they all can understand each other or something, and unless they actually think that it's actually worse. And but no, seriously, if the whole country is all into one, then they're just when they just let's just absolve each other of all crimes and whatnot. But then I guess in the end there might actually be some petty ones who will actually go yeah, let's do that, let's absolve each other of all crimes. And then just they do stop and slap and whatnot, and I'm sorry, just forgive me, it's fine. And then just like, and then like, somebody, the other person steps by, and then just like, that sort of like, that idea did not need to go far. Famous one. Breathe. Is it? Diverse emotional devastation. They don't exactly say what triggers grief, is that it? No, I mean like, as in like, what are like the full list of like possible things? Okay, whatever. The thing that surprised me about Sims for Life and Death Pack, the grief mechanics, as in like grieving, not like grieving in game, is like, they just, GTA Online or whatever shit they just show whatever. Not that sort of like grief, as in like, wow, spawn camping or something, whatever. Wait, interesting, isn't it? You know what? I'll just ignore that thing word, but like, this ties into the word, but like, it's like, are there crooks who grieve over, the loss of they actually were the Lulu about a win, and then now they're like confronted with reality, exactly how kaput what they thought is a win, and then just like the reality is like, so the Lulu crumbled, and now they're grieving over, having lost that, the ability to continue being, to continue entertaining the Lulu being or something. It's like, it's like they already imagined themselves, already winning with like this, and like, this plan is already like, completely going everything happening according as they want it to, like, and that plan is already all going accordingly to what they want it to, blah blah blah, everything is like already going accordingly to what they want it to, and then there's just like all sorts of like, the Lulu idea about, like, oh my god, the rewards they will get, the achievements, the glories and whatnot, blah blah blah, the benefits they'll receive, is like, whoa, they're already fantasizing about a whole range of things. But then like, when confronted with, developments in reality. They're just like shadows. They are those shit into like a bajillion pieces, and then they're just like they're grieving for the loss of like being able to continue entertaining the possibility of this and that or something like that. Instead of like instead of just like grieving for like the potential punishment or something. I don't know. It's just like grieving tends to be it's tied to a loss. Is that it? Like is it not like losing a battle, but like losing something which someone perceived to already have and very much love, believe to be in possession of it, and they like actually really love, having it, and then just like suddenly just like losing it, and that's where the grieving comes from. It's like an impromptu battle, and then like for those who never really consider like the winning part or like what will happen after winning, like they just like they're more interested in like say being in another battle, and just so like when they lose this battle, it's just like they don't really care because they did not go like full the Lulu mode on like imagining already the winning scenario, and then what will happen after they win, the rewards they'll obtain. It's like there's just like not much attention or focus or effort or whatever shit invested into like this sort of winning idea. And then just like it's like this battle is like they'd rather be at the other battle, so just like losing in this battle, they're like losing in that battle though, and suddenly it's like they crumble into a bajillion pieces because that battle is the one that they like already did all the crap. It's like they already imagined the win and whatnot, blah blah blah, just everything just only crumble into pieces and then leave. Right. When I was busy talking, right. Okay, never mind. That's fine because it's the stone. The puny stone. Actually, we do try to the moss and whatnot eat. Okay. What if I send this up? Ooh. Okay, fine. Yours is getting stuck over there. Oh, water levels are reducing. Did I remove that much? Maybe I did. Maybe I did not. No, I don't think I did. Like, I put the water for that and that, but like, it's not that much, right? achieving global world domination. Global world domination? World domination? Global domination by now? Is it? But it's okay. But I mean, like, because like nobody really did any. No one actually really did anything substantial that contributed to world domination. Like, it's just like not really that much of a success, at least not that I can see, Like expecting well, they really had like this elaborate plan that just I had so many of this angles, so many of these, so many sort of people, hitting so many different planes that is supposed to all come together eventually to form the full picture of, America being, the world dominator or something. Looks like there's like 159 plans left. Let's say I just like, don't worry about it. How many of it actually is the success, right? Is it because like the more like previous failures, especially if like it's failure on the part of like those actually tend to be perceived to be, supposedly to be of, higher standards and whatnot, higher rank, higher blah blah blah, higher whatever shit. But then like that one failed, and then just like the ones at the lower rank whatever, they start going, with the belief, oh my god, my plan is the one that will work. If mine will, I'm actually just like, that much better than this person who actually failed. Stuff like that. And so it's like, so the more the number of like, the ones that are, higher up or whatever shit failing, then like, the more they start to deluded until such time when like, their plans are the ones that, prove to have failed, and then just like, and suddenly just like the grief, Oh. So it wasn't just, just imagining like their, own thing. It's also like actually assuming that they can somehow one up all of them. Maybe Tanner actually does believe that, Tanner can indeed one up the shit, ex-lovers which I still believe to be true until, that the game does push out a part of the game that just like goes a totally different way, direction, and reveals that it's like actually not like that at all. And the Falco, I think, is it only just these ones? Actually, isn't there like a game where there's like so much more, killers around? Is it welcome to the game too? I don't remember. It's so confusing, especially when I see him play. It's like, out of a secret. I don't even know which is which. It's like, what's going on? Okay, check the wiki, finally. It doesn't sense of idea, but then like, it sure has what gameplay? I don't remember. But this cyber rat is like, okay, that is definitely a totally different one. Not part of the franchise. Will that actually eventually be a crossover? Nah, no, don't worry. It won't work anyway. It's just like, yeah, yeah, people got reputation to maintain. Okay, whatever. Blah, blah, this is blah, blah. All sorts of nonsense. Damn it. When I keep typing wrong, they will just like, I see. Yeah, you can press enter. Huh. Hmm. Yeah, I guess it really does depend on like how invested they are in like this or that thing, huh? No? Alright. I mean the extent of the grieving or something? Yeah, far enough to, probably not. But then will, anybody, who hates that one want to take the opportunity to add that one? Maybe. I don't know. This is why it's so important to just like never get attached to, something that has yet to happen. Something that has yet to, or like, will never be. Something that is just like not yet. Yet? Very important to just, don't get attached to things that don't exist. Wow, it's so hard to explain things, If I use the word yet or like at this time, it might actually be misconstrued into like, some might be able to actually really, really misconstrue it into believing that, it actually means that yet and or like right now, and it actually means that in the future it will actually happen or something like that. Huh. So how does one actually phrase it, when there exist people who actually like misconstrue stuff like that? It's like, I guess unhealthy optimism. Is it unhealthy optimism or like radical optimism? Optimism not kept in check, or just like radical optimism that just like somehow enables one to like misconstrue it as being like, oh, it will come to pass. It's just like, but like no, it's like, if it does not exist, don't get attached to it. If it does not exist, it's like, like you see, at one point they will say like, I mean, the outcome isn't known yet. How do you know it won't exist? I mean, technically it does not exist. Oh, you mean it don't exist now, but that in the future it could actually exist. It will exist. Is that what you're saying? It's like the radical optimism. Yeah. Most of the time when I'm like, wow, suddenly very dark and whatnot, it's like my mood is like so negative, pessimistic and whatnot. It's like, no, more of like, why are you so weirdly, radically optimistic? It's like, do you even have any like, any sort of like solid grasp that, things will actually turn out the way you hope that it will turn out? And then it's like, no, it's like, wait, are you sure you're being, actually safe and whatnot? Like, are you sure you want to go down that path? I'm like, this is what I'm like. And then like, the people who are radically optimistic, they might actually perceive me as just, a petty and jealous person who has like zero self-esteem, zero self-confidence, and also a saboteur that is just like lashing out at other people due to my own insecurities and whatnot. But then like the truth is like I did the calculations in my mind. I look at the whatever facts I know of and then just like wait, this one, what? This one's a material that's like this is that. But honestly believe that this veteran will actually go for this on high ground or something or another thingy. And then I was like, wait, do you have like some sort of like logical basis as to your optimism? Like, I don't understand, I don't see it. I don't see the reason why they would be optimistic about, the outcome of like this or that plan. It's like, why would they be like that? They don't have a solid grasp of like, the possible outcome, and yet they're so like that. Why are they so, like that? I cannot. It's like taking things into calculation and just like things are off. Like that is just like not really, that's like setting oneself up to, I guess, grieve, having overly high expectations or something, and, it always just like, and it's not one of those things where like, some people like, a normal expectation to set is like around here, but then they set this high expectation and then they actually strive hard to achieve it. So in the end, they'll end up short of, but they'll end up here instead of like the normal one. But then there are those who just like they set high expectation, but then the effort they put in is like because they believe that a plans are already set into motion and they don't even have to do anything anymore. And just kaboom and whatnot. But then already in their minds they're already like celebrating and whatnot. It's like I don't understand. I guess. But well, each person to each one's choice, I guess. I mean, they did the consideration themselves. They definitely refuse to, listen to the opinions of others. So, yeah. I don't know how many of them just end up being scapegoats or whatever. Yeah. Maybe mistaking. It's just like, oh my god, life full of mistakes. Is that it? As in mistaking for, being for mistake. Hey, I'm sorry. Wrong for being mistake or being mistaking stuff like that. And then they tend to have a lot more wrongs and mistakes than wins, and therefore it's just like, somehow it's just always just like, perceived to be, but then it's like, I'm sure that, like many crooks, especially like, radio nonsense or like, the Taobao ones, it's like, those who do that stupid fake thingy and then just break up CIP, PIP thingy. It's like, and those actually people who have like unhealthy optimism, like, they just like somehow just like, they just already imagine that, the more they do it, the people will like, customers will actually just like flocking to buy their shit because, the average consumers are all stupid AF. They actually believe all that crap and then only to end up just, torpedoing, whatever it is that they own and they do the stupid PIP, CIP thing. And they're not even doing it to sabotage, some other owners and whatnot. They're not doing it to sabotage a co-owner. They're just like, they actually genuinely believe that will carry them to success. That will carry their shit to success and whatnot. But then like that unhealthy optimism will somehow just like, I guess, enable them to like, when people, professionals are like telling them, like, are you sure you want to go down this path? It's, very risky, just saying, it might not actually be a smart move at all, and then like, the radical optimist will be like, you're just jealous that I figured something out like this, and you're just a coward for not daring to take this path. I'm the brave one, I'm the smart one, you're just a toxic rat racer, get lost, you're the evil one. And then only they go and do that shit only to end up, things never really took off. Unhealthy optimist. Radical optimist, I guess. But then like when they fail, what do they do? It's like, do they go into denial mode? Is that it? And then they try to say like, no, this whole time, this is not real income. This is not real income. I was just like doing this and that and that. It's like, no, this is not real income. No taxing. No, I don't pay this tax. It's like, because this is not the real income. Like, and then, they actually had to admit, they're doing some sort of like artificial inflation nonsense, and then just like, did they get banned or something? Removed? And do they still owe, PIP, CIP? I don't know. Yes. Radical optimist. That's a bit someone, right? But then is it actually true? This is why I don't understand people who are just like, holy shit, that's a race. It's like, risk takers, they can be like the so-called, the actually admirable type, and then the risk takers that are just like, holy crap, no way. no thank you. No way as in, no thanks, I don't want anything to do with you, it's like, yeah, that's just like risk takers who actually, it's not so much a risk taker because like they're actually very capable people, but then like, you know, the failure might actually come like at a huge cost to their lives and livelihood and whatnot. And then there are risk takers who are just like very illogical. It's like, you know, what are the risks? What are the chances of success? And, you know, somehow they have a very unhealthy gauge of like the chances of success versus chances of failure. Somehow they perceive something that like has like, I don't know, barely any chance of success or even actually 0% chance of success to somehow have like this amount chance of success, you know, 90% chance of success and then like 10% chance failure is like, it's like, what? Do the bad sort of risk taker, you know, and then, you know, the radical optimist would be like, you're just sensitive, you're just jealous, you're just a coward, you're just insecure, blah, 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 blah. And then, in the end, just like, confronted with reality, confronted with the results, and just like, denial? They're going to denial? Or something. And like, they're like, yeah, you know, we're waiting for the result, they're like, and they're like, what? And they're like, somehow it's like, you know, the results are already out, but they're like, or something, I don't know, I don't actually know how they behave, but I feel like it's like more or less like that. You know, just like, that's sort of weird, that's like, spacing out? Mind blank? It's like, the brain stops functioning or something? Denial? Like, I don't know. Sweet. Alright. Anyways, are there those dumb enough to come and below in Malaysia when, like, you know, after this attack, something, you know, that like, yeah, they come to blow to me or something, way back when, back in 2024. You know, like, who attacked me got kills and then, like, you know, come to blow, right? They remember, no, it was that one, right? And therefore block. One of my earliest blocks, yeah. Like, wow, took me a while to try to remember why I blocked. So kun, you know. Maybe one of the shit has not to be there. I don't know. Hmm. Toxic nipple baby. Hmm. Whoa, is it a father-son duo? Holy crap. Is that actually a Teflon related father-son duo? Hmm. The shade and how many of them are there? Oh my god, this is like, yeah, another one is like, it's like after tracing the Sanford up thing, and then like, guess there's another thing to trace, huh? Another angle to trace. Why? They're so annoying. Why is there so many of them? Ugh. Huh. yaitu namanya apa bukan sorry. Okay, whatever. I think, in the end I just like, we're like, off topic, I guess, and then just like, whatever. Huge. 100 characters in the live stream title is too short. I always just somehow end up doing like random stuff or like dangerous theory stuff or like, I don't know, who the hell knows what. You just keep saying dangerous theories, dangerous theories, dangerous theories. I don't know.